Welcome to the Garments Engaged Crochet podcast, where I chat about crochet garments and other yarny things. I am Michelle Ferguson, the crochet pattern designer of Two Brothers Blankets. You can find me at twobrothersblankets.com, on Facebook and Instagram at Two Brothers Blankets, and right here on YouTube every week for this crochet podcast. I hope you'll hit that subscribe button, and if you want, you can click the bell that pops up right next to the subscribe button. When you click it, that will notify you every time a new episode of this podcast or a new video is uploaded to my channel. So I hope you'll do that. I hope you've had a good week. I have been kind of like under the weather this week. We went out of town over the weekend, and by the time we were driving home, my allergies had just flared up something fierce, and I have been sniffling and watery eyes and sneezing and all that all week. So today I'm actually feeling a lot better. I can breathe through my nose again. It's wonderful. We take advantage of that. We really do. We take it for granted until we can't do it anymore, and then it's awful. So this week has been kind of chill. I've just been trying to rest and get over all that. But it's been a good week. I hope you'll watch to the end. I'm excited to share if I got any of the Derby Duster remake done on my trip, like I had told you guys I was going to do. Plus, I'm going to review a new to me yarn. I've never tried this yarn. I bought it just to try it. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about it. So stick around to the end. But for now, I want to share something exciting. I guess you would put this in the events and happenings category. I did a collaboration with Ashley of Lether Company. Ashley and Lether Co. is a one-stop shop, Ashley has a one-stop shop for just about everything you could want as a crocheter. She has hand-dyed yarn. She has handmade wooden crochet hooks that are ergonomically correct and great for your hands. She has crochet patterns. She has subscription boxes, the whole works. Like, Lether Co. is one of my favorite companies. I love their story behind it. It's her and her husband. She's a crochet pattern designer, and she dyes the yarn, and he makes the crochet hooks. And he actually made her a crochet hook when her hands were bothering her, and this is how it all started. So the story behind their company is awesome. They have a monthly subscription box, and a couple months ago, she asked me if I would design for this month, June's subscription box. So this year, I guess, they're doing a theme for each subscription box, and the theme is a place this year. So June's subscription box was Fiji. So I designed a super cute, super long, super summery accessory pattern. I designed the Fiji headband. Let me get a picture to show you. So this is the Fiji headband, and I designed it with her hand-dyed yarn, and she just sent me the finished subscription box to check it out, to see my pattern in the magazine, and to show you guys. So I'm really excited. Now, I pulled the box out and was all excited. I have an IGTV unboxing on Instagram. You can check that out. So I don't have it all like pretty and put together, but I do want to show you the yarn and the hook, and you see the picture of the pattern. So the options are a 1 skein box and a 2 skein box. And I did the 1 skein box. The Fiji headband only takes a little more than half of the actual skein. So you actually could probably get 2 headbands out of 1 skein of yarn. So this is her colorway, her Fiji colorway. It's a sparkle sock. It's so gorgeous. I really love it. I sent her the headband for pictures and her unboxing and all that. Now I really want to make myself a new one because I loved it. It was so cute. It's perfect for like the beach and stuff. Gorgeous colorways, all of it. So I'm really loving it, and I'm excited to use this again. Then you get the magazine, which has the pattern. It has the destination squares, which is all the themes for the month and the places that they are built around. And then the 2 skein project as well. Pattern as well. Then you also get a stitch marker. And then she also sent a sticker it was super cute, and I don't know where I put it, but it has, it says like, if I can't bring my yarn, I'm not coming, which I have that, like a decal of that on my car, so I really loved it too. And then here is the hook that you get. You get a full-size crochet hook along in your box. This is a C, which is a 2.75mm crochet hook. I think this is the smallest hook that I've ever worked with or designed with. But since it is so ergonomically correct, I don't know how to say it, but since it has all these grooves and different shapes, it didn't bother me at all. I held it like a regular crochet hook. It didn't hurt my hands. It was great. I loved it. And so you get the hook, you get the bonus stuff like the stitch marker and the little decal, and you get all this in your box, including the pattern, for like, I think it's $23. So I'm gonna link that in the description if you wanna check that out. It was really fun, and I just love, like I said, I just love their company and all that they have to offer, and it's just, she's a homeschool mama like me. It's just, I love them. So go check them out. She has monthly boxes. She has stuff that you can just buy on its own, like hooks and yarn and everything. So I'm gonna link her, go check her out. Okay, now I want to share 5 tips for feeling confident in your crochet garments. We have chatted about garments, we've chatted about adjusting, we've chatted about fit and measuring and all that. So you get your garment, you make it, now you gotta wear it, right? You wanna wear it, you love it, hopefully, fits great. Now you wanna wear it out in public, right? I'm not gonna lie, I don't always feel confident wearing my crochet garments out in public. Sometimes I worry that they look too handmade almost. Like, honestly, this is just me being honest. And I don't know, sometimes I worry about the yarn coming undone or anything. Like, just, I get worried. I don't always feel confident, honestly, but I love to wear my garments. And so if you're anything like me and you don't always feel confident, I'm just gonna give you some tips for ways that you can feel a little bit more confident when you wear your crochet garments. So the first one, back to choosing a yarn. I know we've talked about this before, but choose a yarn that you're familiar with and that you feel you like and that you feel confident using. And like we said last time, make sure it's something that you know, like if you know it's summertime, a lightweight yarn is gonna be better. Stuff like that. But also I wouldn't recommend, like, at least if you're new to crocheting garments and not feeling super confident with wearing them and making them and all that, go with a yarn that you're familiar with. I don't recommend using a different weight yarn than the pattern calls for or anything like that, but I do recommend you find something that you like and that you know you can crochet with and that you know holds up well or whatever, something that you're familiar with. That will just make you feel more confident in the wear of the garment because you know how the yarn is. And so that's my first tip. Choose a yarn you're very familiar with and that you really like. Second, size up. This is not always the case every time, but I have just found that especially if you're like right in between, or a certain size is a little bit, like you're technically that size, but you always find that it's a little bit tight, don't be afraid to size up. I have found that sizing up to a medium, even though I have technically by measurement a size small bust, just makes me feel so much more confident in that garment. When I wear a garment that is just too tight or fits just right, I don't feel as confident as if it's a little oversized, has a little give. It makes it look like there's just room. I don't know how to describe it. It has that view or that illusion that there's more room, that it fits better and it fits well. Now, this isn't going to work for every single time. If it's already oversized by like 6 or 8 inches positive ease, you don't necessarily want to size up. But if it's something that's fitted and you feel like you're right in between sizes, or there's only 1 inch of positive ease and you're just unsure, I highly recommend sizing up. I feel like you will just feel a little more confident in it because it will fit better. It will feel better. It will lay on your body better. You won't be tugging at it or trying to, cover up anything or whatever. I just have found that sizing up really helps me feel better in the garment. All right, number 3, accessorize. This is fun. Wear your favorite earrings and your favorite necklace, or grab your favorite purse to go with it, or your favorite boots or flip-flops, sandals, whatever. Accessorize. I love to sometimes put, like when I'm taking pictures of a garment, to take a flat lay photo, and I love to find like earrings or sunglasses or a hat or a purse or flip-flops or whatever that will match well with the garment and the outfit. So that helps a lot, especially if you feel very confident in your favorite earrings or your favorite boots or whatever. You're going to feel more confident wearing the garment with it. Finding what looks good with it and what matches just adds to it. It makes it fun. It makes it creative. And you'll feel more confident in your whole outfit as a whole. All right, number 4. Recognize that it does not have to be perfect. The thing is, nobody's gonna know. Like, maybe if a fellow crocheter sees it, they'll know. Maybe, that's a big maybe. If you made a mistake, or if you forgot to turn, or if you, put the wrong stitch in a spot. Now, I'm not saying just leave all your mistakes. That's not necessarily a good idea. But if there's a small spot that is not perfect, or you didn't quite do the length or the width or whatever, I don't know. There's some, small things that make it not quite perfect are okay, and nobody's gonna know that they're even there, unless it's something super obvious, obviously. But for the most part, the people that are around you that don't crochet are gonna have no clue. So don't feel like it has to be perfect every time. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes the mistakes make the garment. You know what I mean? If you accidentally put in a different color, or if you use 2 different dye lots and then there's it looks color blocked. I've had that happen, but sometimes it works. Sometimes it looks good. Who knows? But it just doesn't have to be perfect. Most of the time people aren't even going to notice it. You still should wear it, and you should still wear it confidently. All right. And last, tell people you made it. There is no better feeling than when someone says, "Oh my gosh, your shirt is so cute, your sweater is so cute, your tank top's so cute," and you say, "Thanks, I made it." It's the best feeling ever. Really, it truly is. Tell people. They will be so amazed, so proud. They'll think it's the coolest thing, especially if they don't crochet or knit or anything like that. Don't be afraid to tell people you made it. That's the best part. That is so fun. I love it when people are like, "Oh, your top is so cute." And I'm like, "Thanks, I made it. Yay me." Really though, it feels good. You're going to get people that are like, "Can't believe it." And they're just going to be amazed whether it's perfect or not, and whether you feel confident in it or not. But I promise it is a nice confidence booster. Okay, so those are my 5 tips. Choose a yarn you're familiar with and that you really like and you know well. Size up, especially when in doubt, especially if it's fitted and you might be in between. If you're if you're a 32-inch bust and the small measurement is 34, I would probably say stick with a small. But if you're a 35, go up to a medium. You'll feel better. 3, accessorize. Find your favorite earrings, your favorite shoes, your favorite jeans, whatever, and add it to that top, and you will or whatever, cardigan, whatever it is, and you will love it, and you will feel confident in your outfit. 4, recognize that it doesn't have to be perfect. Little mistakes are not going to be noticed, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Even if there's a certain area that doesn't fit as nice as you want it, most people are not going to notice. So recognize that it doesn't have to be perfect. And lastly, tell the world you made it. You made your own crochet garment. Be proud of that. Be confident in that. And I'm sure it looks amazing and people will be amazed that you made it. So those are my 5 tips for you today. All right, now let's get into what's in my WIP bag. Now I told you guys I was going to do the derby duster vest in the car on my 3-hour trip there and back, right? Well, I did, but does this happen to anyone else? You're like, I'm gonna work on this all weekend, we're going on a road trip, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and you don't get near as much as you thought you would. Done. Well, that was me this week. So here's what I got done. This much. It's like maybe, oh, the hook's still on it. It's maybe 4 inches, maybe 5. I don't know if you stretch it out. Blocked, it would be 5 inches. I don't know, 4 or 5 inches. I didn't get near as much. Friday, I worked on it a lot. But Sunday I wasn't feeling good, like I said, and I worked on it some, but not as much. And I definitely didn't crochet much while we were on our trip and like in the hotel room and stuff. I did a lot of reading, so that was fun. But I didn't do a lot of this. So the thing is, now I have 4 weeks till our like true vacation, full week vacation. We're doing it at the end of July. I have 3 designs that I really must have finished by then, before then. So I don't know how much time I'm gonna get to work on this, which kind of stinks, but at least I won't have like deadline projects to be finished before then. This will be my vacation project most likely. So that's my progress on that. One of the designs I can at least share the yarn that I am going to be using. I got some Stroll Tweed from WIP Crochet in these 2 colors. I'm going to be designing with these for my August pattern. It's a garment, it's a top. It's kind of fallish. Yeah, it's more fallish than summerish. Are those words? I don't know. But I mean, as you can tell, these are more fall colors. It's a nice tweed. It's a fingering weight. It's a superwash merino wool. I really like this. I used this for my summer stroll vest in a different color, in the creamish color, and really liked it. So I'm excited to design with it again. I'll share more as I get started on it. This is one of the ones that I want to have finished before I go on vacation, so you'll see progress on that for sure. So that's what's in my WIP bag. Now time for my Brutally Honest yarn review. So this is a yarn that I have never tried at all. And I was just like, you know what? Let's buy some, try it, and review it on the podcast. So like that's literally all I did. So I am reviewing the Hook Nook Small Stuff. If you don't know Jessica from the Hook Nook, or if you don't follow her, you should. She's amazing. She's like a super famous crocheter, honestly. She's done all kind of stuff with all kind of people. And now she has her own yarn and her own yarn shop, I believe, like brick and mortar shop in Oregon, Utah. I'm not positive. Let me see if I can. I thought I saw a state on here. Maybe not. I don't know. She's over there on the other side of the country. So anyways, she's super cool, really nice. I've designed for her blog a few times, like done some guest designing on her blog, and it's always been really fun. She's always been really nice. So I decided I wanted to try her yarn. So the Small Stuff is a DK weight yarn. It is a number 3. It is 100% acrylic. This is the color Foggy Morning. It's a light gray. And then we have this one, which is a pink, pretty pink color. Pink Peony is this one. I've rolled it up because this is the one I swatched. And then we have this one, which is called Gemstone. It's really pretty. I like it. I like them all really. So it's a DK weight. I do believe it is a true DK weight, what I would consider a true DK. it says to hand wash and lay flat to dry. It says not to iron, anything like that. How many yards? You get 273 yards per skein. So I swatched it. I used I thought this might be good for a Layla tunic project. So I swatched it with the herringbone double crochet stitches. It didn't quite meet gauge. It met width-wise, so I would leave the hook. Just a side note, if you meet width but not height, stick with your width hook because height you can adjust easier than width. Okay, so it made gauge width-wise. It was my square was 4 by 3.75 inches or something like that. I hand washed it. I used my soak wash that I reviewed week before, and laid it flat to dry. It looks super nice. It held up super well. It stayed, I don't actually know for sure. It looks like it stayed the same size, like it didn't stretch or anything like that. I'm pretty positive it is. I don't have a measuring tape right here, but I'm pretty sure it stayed the same. The stitch definition is gorgeous. There's no fuzzies, nothing like that. It's really nice. I was surprised that it was a hand wash, being 100% acrylic. And you pay like $7.99, I think, per skein. So I thought maybe that was a little bit expensive, but I guess it is more of a premium acrylic because it's hand wash, I guess. I don't know exactly, but I really like it. This is a really nice yarn. It's soft, it feels good, it has cute colors. I don't think it had a ton of colors, maybe 8 or so to choose from, but they're really nice and they're really, good. So, and they didn't fade, nothing faded. I really like it. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I would make a top with this. It's very soft. It held up well. It's not fuzzy. I can see myself making some hats with this or cowls. Yeah, so I really like it. I think it is a really nice premium acrylic yarn. I also got the worsted weight, a skein of the worsted weight to try, and her skein savers, which I still don't know how they work exactly, but I bought some of those, so a review for those will be coming also along with the worsted weight. But for the DK weight, the small stuff, I give it an 8 out of 10, and I really like it. So, and that is a brutally honest yarn review. I paid for this yarn with my own money, even though it's not too brutal. I really like it. So I will link to that and you can go check it out. I hope you guys have had a good week, and I hope you'll subscribe to the channel so you can check out next week. Next week we have another designer interview. I'm really excited about this one. This one was so fun. So be sure to check that next week. We will see you next week. Bye.